Welcome all to TechZone YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about API revisions with WSO2 API Manager 4.0. Let's assume I have an API and it is already deployed in the production environment. Now I want to add a new resource to my API and test it before making it available to my API consumers. With API Manager 3.2.0 or before, you cannot test an API change without deploying it to the gateway. That means it affects your existing users when you test it. To resolve that difficulty, API revision in feature was introduced in API Manager 4.0. In WSO2 API Manager previous versions, API publishings to the dev portal and API deployment to the gateways were tightly coupled. If the API publisher promotes an API to the published state, API will be displayed in the developer portal as well as deployed in the specific gateway environment too. Therefore, the API publisher has two options: deploy the current state of the API to the gateway and the dev portal, or not doing that action at all. But they cannot make any change without affecting the gateway and the consumers. With the Publisher Test Console, there was a space to test the API before publishing the API to the dev portal. However, it does not provide an option to test a change you do to the API before making it available to your API consumers. With the new API revisions feature coming with WSO2 API Manager 4.0, now previously coupled publishing and deployment operations have been decoupled. With this API revisions feature, you can create modified copies of your API and deploy them to separate gateways to test them before deploying the modification to your main gateway. Now let's see how API revisions behave. Let's go to the publisher portal. The PisaShark API is already deployed to the production gateway and published to the dev portal. Now I want to add a new resource to this API and test it. Let's go to the resources section under API configuration. Now I'm going to add a new resource to my API. Let's save the changes. Now let's see how we can create a new revision. For that, let's go to the deployment section under deploy and click on that plus button. Here you can provide a description for the revision if required. It will help to identify the changes you have done to the revision. Let's add a description to our revision. And click on that create button. Now we have created a revision for our modified API. Now let's see how we can deploy a revision to a gateway. First, let's see how we can deploy an existing revision. Here I'm using the previously created revision 3. Select the required gateway under API Gateways. Here I am using my sandbox gateway because I want to test my API with new changes before making it available to my API consumers. Select the required revision from the Deployed Revision drop-down menu. Here I am choosing revision 3 and click on that deploy button. Now the changes we made to the API with revision 3 are available to the sandbox gateway. Here, gateway access URL is what you can use to invoke this API deployed in this particular gateway. And the API URL visibility means whether you want to show this gateway URL in the dev portal site or not. So we just deployed an existing revision to a gateway. Let's now test the API with new changes from the publisher portal. Let's go to the tryout section and let's test our API. First, generate keys and select the environment and select the resource that we want to test and click on try it out. Then click on execute. We got 200 response with this response body. That means our changes are working properly in Sandbox Gateway. Now we can deploy revision 3 in the production environment to make the changes available to API consumers. For that, let's go to the deployments section again. Now we can deploy revision 3 in the production environment to make the changes available to API consumers. Here we can't find a deploy button against that production gateway because revision 1 is already deployed to the production environment. In that case, we have to undeploy the deployed revision from the gateway first. For that, click on that undeploy button. Now we can deploy revision 3 in production gateway. Let's select revision 3 and click on deploy button. Now my API changes are available in the production gateway. However, here we had to undeploy the API revision manually, but we don't need to undeploy it manually. Instead, we can create and deploy a revision at once. Now let's see how we can do that. Let's add a new resource to our API. For that, let's go to the resources section again. Let's save the changes. Let's go to the deployment section to create a revision and click on deploy new revision button. Let's add a description to our revision. And select the gateway that you want to deploy your API. Earlier we deployed revision 3 in the Sandbox gateway. Now let's replace that with this new revision. Select the Sandbox gateway and click on deploy button. Now we successfully deploy the new revision to the Sandbox gateway. So here we can see revision 4 against Sandbox gateway. Now let's see how we can delete a revision. Simply we can use a delete buttons against a given revision. But as you can see, delete button against revision 3 and delete button against revision 4 is in inactive state. That's because revision 3 is already deployed in the production gateway and revision 4 is already deployed in the Sandbox gateway. So if we want to delete one of these revisions, first we have to undeploy it from the relevant gateway. So let's delete revision 4. So let's undeploy and now delete button is active. So now we can delete revision 4. So I'm going to delete that revision. Now revision 4 is deleted successfully. There is a maximum number of revisions we can have for a given API. Here we cannot create more than 5 revisions. If we want to create a new revision after the maximum allowed number of revisions is reached, we need to delete a previous revision. However, you really don't need to delete a revision manually like we previously did. When you create the 6th revision, it asks you which revision you want to delete. Now let's try that. Here I am creating two more revisions until the maximum allowed number is reached. Let's create two revisions. Now let's try to add another revision. As you can see here, now there is a message which says the number of revisions have reached a maximum of 5. So here we can select a revision to delete. I am going to delete revision 5. Then let's add a description to the revision and click on create button. The revision 5 was now deleted and the new revision 7 was created. Suppose we did several changes to the API and when we were testing we found some bugs which were added by the later revisions. If the API is in the published state, the working copy of the API is displayed at the developer portal. For example, we have menu and order in our current API. Let's go to the resources section. So now we have that menu and order resources in our current API. Now let's go to the developer portal. So we can see those two resources in here too. Now we want to revert the changes from the current API. So for that we can restore previous revision and replace the current state of the API. Let's go to the publisher portal and go to the deployments again. For that we have to click on the restore button of the revision that we want to be set as the current API. Now I am going to restore revision 1. This restores the revisions into the working copy, overriding the changes done in the working copy. Now let's go to the resources section again. Now we can see that we don't have resource, order and menu anymore. Now let's go to the dev portal. Here also we can see it is not there either. Restoring will only update the working copy in the publisher portal and that's what you will see in the dev portal too. It doesn't have any effect on the deployed revision in the gateway. With that, we come to the end of this tutorial. Hope you learned how the new revisions feature works in the WSO2 API Manager 4.0 and how you can use it for different use cases. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Have a good day.